Alright, y'all. So I got my food saver with the jar attachment. I got two jar attachments. This one is for these bigger jars, and then I have one for smaller jars. I have two regular, or full-size jars that have already been boiled and everything. I don't know if you have to boil the jars or not. I went ahead and boiled them just to be on the safe side. They are dry. The lids have been boiled, the whole 9 yards. And I have this rice over here that I froze overnight because, like I said in my last video, I'm new to this, so I may be doing something wrong. And if so, I'll have to go back and redo it. But from what I can tell, I watched Texas Prepper's video on how to vacuum can rice, and basically he said to leave it in the freezer for about 2 days, which I did, and then let it go back to room temperature, which is right about room temperature right now, and then fill them up. Have your little sealing lids boiled to sterilize them, and then go ahead and vacuum seal them. So that's what I'm going to do real quick. I don't know how this is going to go because I don't have the little funnel that goes in the jars. So I don't know how well this is going to work, but we're going to do it. I also have I have 12 altogether of these smaller jars that are just pulled out of the tank. I figured I'd use a lot of these smaller jars because it's just a lot smaller. I mean, it's, if I open this, I mean, I can reseal it, but if I'm in a blackout, I can't power that thing. I don't want to have to worry about having a bunch of unsealed rice. Not that it'll go bad, but I just figured these smaller jars, smaller proportion, be closer to 1 or 2 people's amount of rice. So these jars are over here. I just pulled these out, and they're over here on the other counter drying. So I'm going to go ahead and try to fill these up and without making a mess. I don't know how that's going to work. Might try to use a measuring cup and try it that way, because I think that'll go a lot easier. Let me get a measuring cup right quick. Got my measuring cup, and I'm just going to dip it into the bag and try to pour it that way, because I think that's going to be the least messy way of doing it. Okay, so here's my rice. I'm just going to go ahead and definitely need the canning funnel. That would be a whole lot cleaner. Now the size of the jar says it's 3 cup. I think it's going to be a little more than a 3 cup. Yeah, it's probably going to be a 4, maybe a 4.5 cup. And with me not being able to, I don't eat that much. No particular medical issue or anything like that. I don't have an appetite most of the time. Alright, fill this one up real quick. And if you're wondering, my vacuum sealer is the Food Saver G200. It was cheap. It was 79 bucks. I paid $10 for each one of the jar attachments, which I thought was a decent buy. I probably could have got it cheaper somewhere else, but hey, I got it for what I consider a decent price. So, and here within the next few days, I'm going to start working on building my garden boxes for spring, and then they'll just get put out in the yard. I think I might have got just a hair too much in this one. Alright, there we go. And then I was also showed or told to take a paper towel and wipe off the rim, just to ensure that that seal will get a proper seal on here. Alright, there's that. And then we'll go ahead and put our lids on. Alright, and works this on down. And then, okay, sorry about that, guys, the batteries died. So I was mid-seal when the battery died on this one. So this one's already sealed. Go ahead and there's that. And you'll be able to tell they're sealed because that's an unsealed. You can't do it with this one. So let me get a can opener just to kind of test the seal. Okay, now I'm not going to use like the typical. I'm actually going to use a bottle opener part of this thing, just to prove it's sealed. Yep, that was sealed. All right, so go ahead and do this again real quick. And I may be using this thing wrong as far as the main part of it. Okay, there's that. But let me try that. Okay, I have to lock it. Close lid and rotate fully power. Okay. So I guess I have to do that. Probably should have read the instructions. So just hit the vac button. Now it's actually trying to seal inside of here, but I don't have any other way of doing it. If I could buy this thing again, I would buy the one that it's a little bit more elaborate, so that I don't have to use the seal feature every time. Let's try this. Nope, I must have messed the lid up. It's alright, I got extras. Yeah, I must have messed the lid up. Yeah, I did. It's alright, I got extras. Alright, new lid. Try this again. And again, with me, this is all an experiment because I've never done this. I don't really know anybody that does this, so I'm getting all my information off the internet. And I will be using the bags for freezing meat and stuff too. So. There we go. Yep, that one's sealed. And you don't have to use these rings, but I'm going to. Just because. And I've got some vacuum sealed rice. Go ahead and put that guy on there. So again, this is my first attempt at vacuum sealing. Alright, that one says it's done. That one's sealed. Alrighty, those are going in the cabinet. I'm going to wait until those other jars are finished drying, and then I'll go ahead and do those the exact same way I do these. Again, I'm not an expert. I wouldn't recommend emulating me because I don't really know what I'm doing. This is all an experiment at the moment. But I figure you can't really screw up vacuum sealing. So yeah, maybe in the future I'll do some wet canning. I'm hoping to, or some pressure canning. I'm hoping to not only get the book and read all that, but I'm hoping to find somebody, maybe somebody that I know that has done it a lot. My parents did it a lot when I was a kid, but my stepdad did the majority of it. I'm gonna have to find somebody that I can talk to and learn from about doing the wet canning. But in the meantime, that's vacuum canning. That's how I'm going to do this whole big 10-pound bag of rice. And we'll go from there. But until next time, guys, if you have any comments, questions, suggestions, or anything like that, please feel free to leave it down below. And until next time, guys, thanks for watching.